Now, all this week, the BBC is in Liverpool for Hospital Watch, and this morning our cameras are at the Alderhay Children's Hospital. Robbie Vincent is there too. Robbie, good morning again.
Good morning and welcome back to Hospital Watch. Merseyside's Ambulance Control Centre receives up to 499 calls a day, and most children in the Liverpool area are brought here to the Alderhay Hospital. Yesterday we followed one such incident as it developed over the course of the afternoon. The call came to Merseyside's Ambulance Control Centre at 1:09.
Hello, ambulance.
Details were sketchy. A young boy had hurt his hand.
Fine, it won't be long.
By 1:16, the Bootle ambulance reached the scene, a fast food shop in the main street. 10-year-old David Sharp had caught his finger in the shop's front door, and that was on a day out with his grandma.
All right, just come in.
Yes.
Not at all, no. As long as he's all right, he's fine.
The 4-mile journey to Alderhay took less than 10 minutes.
All right, sir. Just relax, okay? We just spread that other blanket over him just for a moment, okay?
David was taken straight to casualty, where his finger was dressed. Meanwhile, hospital staff made contact with his parents.
Was this school? No, we just going to the chip shop.
Oh.
Staff had to remove the nail from his forefinger, and he was given 4 stitches. By now, his father, Neil, had arrived. By 3 o'clock, less than 2 hours after the accident, David was on his way home. Well, as you saw, David was discharged very quickly, but he's come back this morning with his mum, Margaret Sharp, to tell us how he feels. Now, first of all, David, you must show us this mega injury. Get it out of that. Here it is. That is the Liverpool chippy door finger. How's it feeling this morning?
Very sore.
Very sore. Put it back in the sling. I mean, come on, you're going to have a day off school, for goodness sake. You know, they might get into trouble. I'm told you're quite a regular visitor to hospitals. Is that true?
Yes.
What else have what other damage have you managed to do to yourself?
I fractured my arm and had 2 very bad sprains on my leg.
So you're quite used to hospitals then and casualty departments?
Yes.
Now, did that finger really hurt? You weren't trying to get a free ride in an ambulance, were you?
No.
Mum, is he a bit of, you know, he seems to have more than his fair share of trouble.
Yes, I'm afraid he does, yes.
Have you got any other clumsy ones in the family?
No, not really. No, totally different. The oldest boy's totally different.
OK, let's go to Sister Ahern. Now, is he fairly typical of the things that come into casualty?
Yes. Yes, we get lots of crushed fingers, hand injuries, some very, very minor injuries, and some obviously much more serious than that.
And apart from the bumps and bruises, of course, lots of time in casualties you get tummy pains and things like that. And the treatment there is very often a bit of reassurance, isn't it?
Yes, yes, very often. We get lots of people in with babies that have had diarrhoea and vomiting, a little bit chesty, perhaps just not feeding very well. And a lot of the time it's just really telling the parents how to go about feeding them and how to go about regrading them from the clear fluids that we give and that. And
OK, well, what about Calamity Jane's brother David here? What's going to happen to his finger? Because it had to be stitched, didn't it?
Yes, that's right. We removed the nail. Mr. Robson removed the nail. She put 4 stitches into the finger because the laceration was underneath the nail. And he'll come back and see us on Thursday, and we'll redress it on Thursday. There was some bleeding, which we would expect, and he'll come back and see us then at regular intervals. OK, and how quickly is that nail going to grow back? I know I've been pulling his leg a bit, but he assures me it really was painful. It was very painful. I'm sure it was very painful for him, because any finger injury is painful. And the nail had literally lifted right out from the base, so that was a very painful injury for him. But it will heal and the nail will grow. OK, well, I just want to double-check before we go back to London. Just let's have a look. Now, can you move it round here? Can you move it? Please move it for me. Can you? That, just a little bit, just a little wiggle. The Liverpool...
The annual awards ceremony for the British record industry has become such a massive event that it celebrated its 8th